1. The screaming tree line. I've hunted that forest my whole life, but the ridge never felt right. The trees up there always looked burnt, not black from fire, just wrong, like they'd been drained of all color. One evening, while tracking a buck, I reached that ridge again. And that's when I heard it. A shaky scream echoing through the trees. Not an animal, not a person, just a broken sound, like wind trying to imitate a voice. I froze. The scream repeated, but this time from a different tree. Then another. Each tree echoing the same strange noise. I whispered, "Hello?" And the forest whispered my exact words back. Same tone, same pitch, but cracked and glitchy, like something copying me from inside the trees. I backed away until I was off the ridge. The second my boots hit normal ground, everything went silent again. 2. The window at the cabin. My son shook me awake at 1 a.m. during a hunting trip. "Dad, something's at the window." I turned toward the glass. The lantern inside the cabin was barely glowing, just enough to reflect light onto the pane. And outside, something tall was standing completely still. The outline didn't look human. Too high, too thin, not moving an inch. I blinked, and the shape began to slowly lower itself straight down, like it was sliding beneath the window frame. I grabbed a flashlight and stepped outside. The woods were dead silent, cold fog drifting between the trees. But the ground? Perfectly clean. No footprints, no tracks, nothing that could explain a figure standing that close to our cabin. But the metallic smell hanging in the air. That stayed till morning. Chapter 3. The lure. I was alone in the forest when I heard it. A child crying. It sounded so real that my instincts took over. I ran toward it, shouting for them to answer me. But every time I got close, the sound moved deeper into the woods. Always the same distance ahead, like it was leading me somewhere. I stopped running, and instantly the crying stopped too. The forest went still, so quiet I could hear my own breathing. Then a whisper came from behind me, soft, calm. It said my name. I spun around. Nothing there. No tracks. No movement. Just fog. But right at my feet was something completely out of place. A clean stuffed toy lying on the ground, as if someone had just dropped it. When I returned with rangers the next day, the toy was gone. 4. The Ridge Runner. My friends and I camped along a ridge one night, 3 tents, no wind, just the quiet hum of the forest. Around 2 a.m., something huge started running across the ridge above us. Heavy steps, fast, back and forth, back and forth. But every time one of us unzipped a tent to look, the running stopped. Instantly, like it knew we were listening. Then came a new sound, something dragging slowly, crawling around our tents. It circled each one. You could hear the dirt shifting just inches from the tent walls. At sunrise, we walked outside. Circling all 3 tents were deep impressions in the ground. Not footprints, not paw prints, just strange, long patterns pressed into the soil. Something was out there. Something big. And it crawled right past every one of us. 5. The bird with human breath. Before sunrise, I sat in my hunting blind watching the fog roll across the field. That's when I heard it. A slow inhale. Then an exhale. Right above me. I looked up and saw a raven perched on the wooden frame. Not moving. Not blinking. Just staring down at me. Then I saw its breath. Not the quick puff of a bird, but slow, human-like breathing. I whispered, "Go on. Get." The raven tilted its head and whispered back in a quiet, broken voice that sounded almost human, "Don't." The breath hitched in my throat. I backed out of the blind as carefully as I could. When I finally turned to run, I heard that same inhale behind me. But when I looked back, the branch was completely empty.